showed up in the lab. First thing I'm going to do is fill up the liquid nitrogen and the infrared spectrometer so it can detect some infrared signal. Just throw this little thing in here. There's a little space in here. It's filled up with water. It's capped off up here. And this end goes to a valve, which goes to another valve, which goes to my high pressure generator. I just turn this crank here, compresses this piston, which is filled with liquid CO2. So I've got about 1100 psi CO2 going to this thing. 15 psi is atmospheric pressure. That's just the pressure from the gas in our atmosphere weighing down on us. And I've had it pressurized overnight. Boom, started. Perfect. There's still water there. So I got some spectra. I had to work them up. Okay, get rid of these guys. I take this, one's highlighted in red. I got some hotkeys. Apply ATR correction, find background font. I can do whatever background I want. You see there's a big water peak here, big water peak here. That's all that's really obvious, but there's also a couple little peaks here. That's carbonate. Water, carbonate, also carbonate. It's absorbed onto iron oxide, so it's kind of like your baking powder on some rust. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cook it. Turn up to 150 degrees Celsius. I don't really expect too much to happen, but the idea is that we're gonna cook it at some point up to 150, and we're gonna put something else in there that is going to feed electrons to the iron, so the iron and the carbonate in there can form a mineral like sodium carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. So it's kind of like I'm making baking powder out of iron instead of sodium. So the bummer is that a lot of times this shit doesn't work. See this? It's busted. I had it sitting up over in here before, and you had that paste sitting over it. And then I come in, the pressure's all the way down, thing cracked, all the water, I'm not even exactly sure where it all went. Alright, I think this is cooled down. We got like about 800, which is the vapor pressure of liquid CO2, meaning that it's not going to get any higher than that just by letting the CO2 flow in here. So I got the valves closed. Make sure this one's closed. And as I turn this guy, we're going to start to see the pressure go up in a minute here. And I just go for 1500. Just kind of like an even number. Alright. Now it's ready to be used. Alright, I think we can stop sonicating. We wanted to do that to break up all the little aggregates. These are nanoparticles, so just a couple nanometers wide, which is like, how small is that? It's like, it's pretty small. It's about as small as you can get. Centrifuge it, bring it all down to the bottom. I just want to get a suspension, so when I draw some off the pipette and lay it down on the diamond, it's gonna form a nice layer. Here in America, we have these pipette bulbs, so you can squeeze them, suck stuff up. In India, people are used to pipetting by mouth, where they just put it in solution and suck it up, try not to get anything in their mouth, and then drop it, deposit it wherever they're going.